Okay, here is how you solve an expert level on Sudoku. So use this little pencil thing so you can make a mark in a spot without it actually saying that it's in that spot. Just marking down the possibilities. So each house, which is what these 9 or 3x3 squares are with the dark lines around them, that's called a house. Each one has to have one of each number. So there's already a 1 in this one. We're using the ones right now. What's already a 1 in this one? So there can't be a 1 in this row. There can't be a 1 in this row because of this guy. So there could be a 1 here, here, and here. So you put down all the possibilities where the ones could be. Now it can't be here because of this one. Can't be here because of this one. Can't be here because of this one. So the only place a 1 can be is here. So we can turn this off and actually place the 1 here. So if that one's there, that can't be in any of these. The only other one it could be is that one. So we've eliminated the possibilities of where else it could be up there. So there's no chance that 1 could be up there. Now in this house, let's start. That can't be any in the top row. Going in this row, it could be in this one or this one. Can't be here because of this one. Can't be in any of these because of that one. So it could be there. Could be here. Can't be in any of these. Can't be in any of these. So the only place it can be is here. So we're going to turn this off and place a 1 here. Which means we can get rid of this one there. You know, and the only other spot it could be is here or here. So it could be here or here, here or here. Those are the only places that are missing a 1. So now we move on to the 2's and do the same kind of thing. Could be any one of these. Can't be in this row. Could be here, here, or here. Can't be in this row because of that and that. In this house, it could be here, 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 or here, or here. Any of the open spots in this one. It could be in any of the open spots on that side of this one or there. Can't be here because of this one. Now down here, it can't be in any of the top rows because of that too. Can't be in this one, but it could be here or here. Could be here, here, or here in that one. Can't be in that one. Now there were 7 possibilities for houses there's 7 houses that need 2's. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you know you've marked them all. Now 8 possibilities for 3's. Now it can't be in this row. The only other empty spot here is that one, so we know that that's got to be a 3. Okay, and that means there's none of these top rows can be a 3. So the only other possibilities for 3's in these ones is here, 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 here. That takes care of the top section. This one, it could be either here, sorry, can't be there because there's already 1 in this house. It can only be 1, 3 in each house. So over here, can't be in that row, but it could be here, here, or here. Could be here or here. Here, it can't be in this row because of that 3. Can't be in this row because of that 3. So it could be there or there. Here, it could be in any of the open spots. And then we do the same for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4's has to be in one of these 2. Can't be in the top one because of this one, so we know 4 has to go here. Now, in this house, 4 can't go in the top row because of this one, can't go in this row because of that one, but there's nothing else blocking it from being in one of these 2. Can't be in there because of that 4. But it could be in either of these spots in this house. Can't be in anywhere because there's already 1 in that house. Can't be in this house. This house, it could be either here or here. Can't be there because of that, and it can't be anywhere in that house. So 5's, I'm just going to go down and put them anywhere that they could possibly be. I think I've explained why they could be in either of these spots enough for you to understand. I'll come back to that top one. And the reason I'm coming back to that is because it can't be in this row, can't be in that row. The only other empty space in this house is there. So we know that that one has to be the 5. So if that's a 5, which we know it is, then that can't be, and that can't be. So let's just eliminate those crossed off ones. Just keeps the board cleaner. Now 6's can't be in here, can't be in this house, could be in this house, but not here or here or here or here, but it can be here or here. down. The only place it could be in this house is here, so we're going to turn that off and put a 6 there. Next house that has possibilities is this one, so we're going to turn that back on, put a 6 here, here, and here. And it could be either here or here, but it can't be here because of that one, so the only place a 6 can be in this house is there. So we know that 6 can't be. So then we move on to 7. So there could be 2 possibilities for 6s here, and 2 possibilities for 6s here. So we can't narrow it down just yet, so we'll leave it the way it is. 7s could be here, here, or here, here, or here, 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 or here, here, or here, there, and in these spots as well. So that's all the possibilities for where 7s could go. Now 8s can't go in this row, can't go in this row, so they've got to go in one of these 2 spots. And 8s have to go in there. Can't go there, there, or there. Have to go here or here. The only place it can be is this, so we know that's an 8. That means this 8 has to be one of these 2 spots. So we can mark those right there. Can't be any of these. Can't be these, can't be these, can't be anything in this house because of this one. It could be either here or here, and those are the only places it could be in that house. Now on to the 9s. We know 9 has to be here because it's the only number missing from that house and it's the only empty spot, so we know it's a 9. Now here 9 has to be in this row because there's 9 in this column, there's a 9 in this column, there's a 9 in this column, so we know that one of these has to be a 9, but it could be either this one or this one. In this house it could be either this one, or this one. In this house it could be either this one, or this one. In this house, there's only one spot it could be, which is there. So we're going to put that 9 there, which means we're going to take this crossed off 9 out of here just to keep the board clear. Now that we've gone through all of the possibilities, we go back to each square that has these little numbers in them and see if any of them has only one number. Because we've put in all the possibilities. If one of these only has one number, then we know that there's a 7, that's the only possibility for that square, so we'll turn that off and make that a 7. So we know that by that being a 7, that can't be, and that can't be, so, and that can't be. So that can't be a 7, 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 and that can't be a 7. So the only other possibility for this one is a 1, so we'll make that a 1. And we'll take the 1 out of here. So then this 1 has to be in that column. The only place it could be is there, so that's a 1. So there's no more, this 0 up here means there's no more 1s left. So now we take another look and see if we've created any more spots that just have one little number in them, indicating one possibility, and I don't see any. So now, the easy thing to do is go down through and see if we've narrowed down any possibilities. Okay, now this 2 can't be in this row, we know that. It has to be in this row or this row. We know that this in this house it can't be in the top row, so it has to be here. So we know one of these has to be the 2, so we know this one can't be a 2. So we'll just take that one out of there. Doesn't narrow it down a lot, but it might help a little bit. Now, if one of these, there's 3 2s, there's 2 6s, and 2 7s, but say, for example, there was only one of them had a 7. Say this one was the only one with a 7, we know that was a 7, so it couldn't be a 2, so that would narrow it down. But that's not the case here. So this one's got 3 3s, 2 2s, 3 8s, 4's duplicated, 3's duplicated, 7's duplicated, and 8's duplicated. So they're all duplicated going across, no extras there. Lots of 2's, lots of 4's, 5's, 7's, 9's. 2's, 5's, 9's, 3's. 2's and 3's and 5's, 2's and 5's. There's only one in this row that's got a 7, so we know that that one has to be the 7. So 7 goes there. know that one of these has to be a 7 up here. So now is there any others like that? 2 5s, 2 3s, more multiple 3s. There's an 8 there and an 8 there. There's 2 9s, 7s. Okay, so that was not going to help us. 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 8s, all that have duplicates. There's only one in this bottom row that has a 2. So we know that one, that's the only 2 in that bottom row, has to be a 2. So we also know now that this can't be a 2, this can't be a 2, and this can't be a 2. So we know that if that can't be a 2, it's got to be a 7, because that was the only other possibility. So boom, that's a 7. So we know that can't be a 7. The only other one is a 3, so we know that's a 3. That has to be a 4. Now let's get rid of some of the ones that we know it can't be. That can't be a 3, that can't be a 3, that can't be a 3, that can't be a 4. This one also can't be a 3. We've already determined that that one and that one can't be 7s. And this one over here can't be a 3, so that one leaves that as a 5, so that's a 5. Whoops, sorry, we're supposed to turn that off and then 5. So we know that's an 8. That leaves that just as a 2. And that one has to be a 3. So we know that if that's a 3, that's not a 3. And we know if that's the 5, which it is, that can't be a 5. Also can't be an 8. So that leaves that as a 7. So we know that that one has to be the 7. And if there's a 7 in the top row and a 7 in the middle row, the only other 7 in this house could be there. Up here it could be there or there, and there or there. There's 2 possibilities for that, so that's not going to help us that way. But let's get rid of the ones that we know can't be 7s. So that can't be a 7, that can't be a 7, and that can't be a 7. Just like that and that can't be a 5, and that can't be a 2. So therefore that has to be a 5. So that's a 5, which means this and this can't be a 5. I'm just taking them out. You could leave them just crossed off, but I'm taking them out because it cleans up the board. And then we know that this one has to be a 2, and this one has to be a 9. So if that's a 9, then that can't be a 9. And since that's a 2, that and that can't be a 2. So 2 has to be either in this row or this row. And it's got possibilities in both. Why can't a 2 be here? Should be a 2 in this spot too, because 2 possibly could be in this row, so that should have a 2 in it. Not sure why it's eliminated. Oh wait, I know why it's eliminated. It's eliminated because we know the 2 has to be here, so that's why I eliminated the 2 from there. Okay, see, sometimes you second guess yourself. This one down here is a 3. We know that's a 3 because it's the only number left in there. So we know that this isn't a 3, which means it's a 5. So let's put it as a 5. And that's not a 5, we know it's an 8. So let's put that as an 8. We know that this one's a 7. And there's only one other possibility for 7, so it's got to be here. We know this is a 3. That has to be the 2. And that has to be the 8. That has to be the 3. So that has to be the 4. And that leaves that as being just an 8. There's only possibility for there. That would be a 2. That would be a 3. Which means there's one other 3 which has to go there. This over here is a 2. So we've got a 2 there, there, there. We've got a 2 up here. That gets rid of 0, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s. There's 1 4 left. Let's see where the 4 goes. Has to go in this top row. Can only go there. 5s. This 3. This row's got, column's got 1. This column's got 1. This column's got 1. This column's got 1. So we need 1 in here and 1 in here. 1 in here, that's a single 5. That's a single 5. So we know that those are right. This house needs a 5. It's got to go there. 6s. The only place for a 6 in this top section is here, which means there's one in this row or column, one in this column. Has to be one here, which has got to be that one. And that leaves this, and this is a 9, and we're done at 100% score.